you're getting it from a show or from the breeder itself. Because if you get a rabbit from Craigslist or the pet store, you might not be getting what you think you're getting. So the first-hand source is probably best to get it from. But while selecting a rabbit, you need to check a couple things. You need to make sure you know what rabbit you're getting so you know what body type to pose them as. The top line of the rabbit is very important. You also need to make sure that they have a good width to them. You don't want a rabbit that's skin and bones because there's obviously something wrong with it. You also need to check the color. When you have a solid rabbit, if they have any white spots in them, they're disqualified. So you need to make sure to check their fur. And also, if you have a broken rabbit like this one, you need to make sure that the color variety and the white have a good balance. The behavior of the rabbit is also very important. If you have a rabbit that aggresses towards you or tries to bite you when you pick it up, it probably won't be a show rabbit. Also, health is very important, so you need to just make sure your rabbit's in good health condition. It's really important to groom your rabbit because rabbits can't digest fur. So you need to take away the option of them ingesting it. And if they do, you should feed them pineapple because it naturally breaks down the hair. I only groom my rabbits when they're molting or they're coming up on shows because rabbits don't really need it other times of the year. There are different tools you can use to groom your rabbit. You can use a pumice block, a fine bristled plastic block, and I have two different types of grooming brushes, a plastic one and a wire one. You need to be really careful when you use the wire ones because it's sharp and you don't want to hurt the rabbit. Also, small animal nail trimmers are important to have, and you'll need to trim their nails as needed. When grooming a rabbit, you need to brush the fur against the way it grows because it'll pick up those under layers of molting. When showing a rabbit, there are a couple important parts. You need to dress nice and you need to properly care for your rabbit. When you carry your rabbit, you need to pick it up by its midsection and then put your hand under it so it's supported. When you walk up to the table, you'll then pose your rabbit in its proper pose. And then you take a step back. And then you introduce yourself to the judge. Hi, my name is Jordan Sutter, and this is my rabbit Hemsworth. He's a broken black Havana buck. Then you step forward again, and you go through the parts of your rabbit. You show the ears and read the ear tattoo if he has one. So Hemsworth's tattoo is KM2, and show it to the judge. He also is registered, so he has a mark in this ear. You will then move on to his eyes. His eyes are free of any blindness or blind spots, and you show them both to the judge. You then hug the rabbit to you and flip it upside down, so you can go with the nose and the teeth examination. You show the judge that the nose is free of sniffles or sneezing, and you show that the teeth are not malocclused and that they are in the proper position and not broken or chipped. Moving down to the chest, you rub over it to show that there are no abrasions or ulcers. And then you straighten out the front legs to prove that they have not been broken and are not broken. You count the toes and the toenails. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a dew claw, all white, which is the proper color that they're supposed to be for this rabbit. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and a dew claw. You do the same thing you did to the chest to the stomach, and you rub over to make sure that there are no abrasions or abscesses. You then straighten out the back legs, proving that there's no breaks, and you count the toenails. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they're all white, which is the proper color, and 1, 2, 3, 4, all white. You then sex your rabbit and show the judge. So this is a male. You flip your rabbit back over, pose him again, and check his tail. You show the judge that the tail moves and it doesn't have any breaks or fractures in it. You then talk about your rabbit. The Havana rabbit has flyback fur, which means it falls straight back. It doesn't take a while for it to reset where it goes. He also is a compact body type, which means he poses like this and he's really squished in. His top line is very nice. He pinches a little early, but his shoulders aren't flat. And he rounds off really well in his hindquarters. He's very well in fullness. He has a nice fullness to him, and he has a nice sheen and gloss to his coat, and it's very soft. Then you take a step back, and you ask the judge if they have any questions. And then you thank the judge once you're done.